like someone you can't be with all the time.
Their smell.
Their smell.
It was like not patchouli, right? Because it didn't like arrest you like that. It was like if patchouli had like a citrus like underneath it, you know? It's like a refreshing patchouli. And like I'd be standing by her on the train. She's like, I don't know, we must go to work at like the same time or something. And I try not to get too close, but I didn't want to smell that like refreshing patchouli thing. And like her hair was always kind of clean, smelled kind of good too. But like, I didn't want to get too close.
When I first began making essential oils, I decided if I was going to make them, I wasn't just going to make the kind that you can find at every corner apothecary. I was going to make special oils, and I was going to try them all out on my teacup lid. And when I created my blend that I'm now known for, called Rain Mist, it's a mixture of chili and lemon oil and a little bit of verbena. Secret ingredient. And I put a little bit behind each one of Jim Morrison's ears. And this little tail began to wag with such a ferocious effort that I realized that special had just been created in the back of my VW van.
So one day, she kind of caught me smelling, you know? I didn't think I was breathing, like, audibly. It's just like it had rained that day, you know? Like, it really released, like, the smell, like, super more than usual. So I was holding on the bar on the train like this, you know? Just like right here in front of me. And it just, maybe I had like a whistler or something. like this really hard. And then she turns, she's like, oh, like locked eyes, like, go like this. And like she didn't look scared, so that was good, you know?
The only downside to wearing rain mist regularly is sometimes creepy, weird dudes who work at Radio Shack smell you on the train. And at those moments, I just tell myself to go deep inside my soul and find my chi and just not breathe. And then in my pocket, I put my hand on my pepper spray. And I just count to 10, pray to the goddess.
So I just like, it just came out, like, you smell it, like that. And she's like, so I'm like, essential oil, like. Something about Jim Morrison, but I was like so embarrassed, I just got off the train and like wasn't even my job.
Last week I unloaded an entire can of pepper spray on the back of some jerk's head as he was running away from the train, wetting his pants and yelling essential oils.
I don't know. I mean, you can. You can.
Oh,
They both look good to me.
Babe,
One's green and one's blue. I don't fucking care. It's a kitchen tile.
you have to care. This is our first house.
Oh,
property ladder before, babe?
I've heard them separately. Do not even call it, do not.
I'm trying.
Not try to put the whole Depot again.
Stop yelling at me and make me have to pull her together.
We're fine.
No, we're not fine. We're only gonna have one shitty house with blue tile. Who doesn't even care about because it's just like pick one.
If you like the green, why didn't you just get the green?
Because I wanted you to want the green.
Oh, this is like when you wanted me to want the pedestal sink. No guy in history has ever fucking wanted a pedestal sink. They're dainty and fragile.
They're not.
I want a huge console of a sink. I want a sink that looks like a TV from 1983. Giant, double-doored. I can put 2 chairs inside of the
You need a chair under the sink in the bathroom for.
What if you are having one of your breakdowns in the bathtub and you call me in to have my talks? I may, after 45 minutes or so, want to sit down.
Sit down and sit on the toilet like a regular person.
Listen, I'm not doing this. All right? No, I gotta be to work in 3 hours. Just pick
3 hours?
3 hours.
That's a generous window, babe. And we can fight, have ice cream, take a nap, we can still make it to work.
Depot right now. When I'm at Home Depot with you, it's like a time-sucking vortex. I'm not even gonna make it probably beyond tile to kitchen ceramics in 3 hours.
So I ruin our relationship and suck up all the time. I don't even know why I'm on my own in the first place.
Listen to me. Don't put words in my mouth.
Yeah, you said I'm a time suck.
No, I didn't. I said Home Depot is a time suck. Home Depot.
Yes.
Home Depot's fault. We never fight anywhere else.
Always ever. If we can go to Lowe's and you're like, Home Depot's cheaper. They're the same thing. They don't like the orange anyway. I like the blue. The blue of Lowe's. It's comforting.
Teresa
My house
works
is
at
like a
Lowe's.
construction site. What?
Teresa works at Lowe's.
You said it was over a long time ago. I thought you said you don't even think about Teresa anymore. I thought you said you deleted her from your phone. How do you even know she works that
I'm gonna take the last question first. I just love Derby time. I love it because it's springtime. It's time to freshen out the house, open all the windows. It isn't just about putting on a big hat and making mint juleps, ladies. It's about welcoming all of America into your home. It's about the majesty of those horses and the majesty of our southern pride and hospitality. And this year's Derby's going to be the best one of all because I am going to have a party to end all parties. And I have decided this year to put my dainty little size 5 foot down. And not everyone from my garden club. Because I think there are some people from my garden club who may ruin my Derby party. And I am not having a party ruined this year.
If Tessa Beth Reynolds thinks that she can get me from her little canapes and champagne, she's got another goddamn thing coming. Because besides the fact that she's inviting all of my friends, they have just only condescended to talk
this year. They all have pictures on their phones of one Darlinda Mitchell Prosper. And they've been told Darlinda will not come in my big giant tent because of 3 counties. Thank you very much. No, she will not. She will not be at that party this year. And when she calls me next week and says, Cassidy, I thought I didn't get your invitation. It must have gotten lost in the mail. I'm going to say, well, I'll tell you what did get lost. The ice cold hatred I've been seeing. Ever since last Labor Day parade, she knows what she
You know, my mom always said that when women are mean to you, it's because they're jealous. And I know this is the case for Elizabeth Reynolds. Because I'm always a step ahead of her. I get my new Mercedes 3 months before she gets hers every year. I got the head of the flower committee at our church because I've been a longer member there by 6 months. I had my twins when she had her single child. And I birthed them both myself, didn't get the zipper like some weeks. The fact that she thinks she's gonna keep me out because I rear-ended her during the Labor Day parade because my float just happened to have a Hemi in it. That's not my fault. I will get into that damn party.
I got one message for Darlinda. I don't think you should make a buttercup float for next Labor Day parade. I think you should make one with a big quote on it from what your mama always used to tell you, that women can't be mean to you. Of course, her mama used to tell her all sorts of lies, you know, things like people still respect girls who are sluts in high school. I didn't talk about her around the town like some people did when I got pregnant with one normal baby and she got pregnant with 2 mansion little monsters. I mean, what kind of God-fearing woman gives birth to 2 babies at once? That's the devil's work. Anyhow, it's Derby time, and I don't like to spread bad feelings during Derby week. It's the happiest time of the year. I welcome everybody to my house next Sunday at my party, except for one person. Why are you in Principal Mitchell's office?
Why are you talking to me?
Just, it's funny that you got in trouble too, because, you know, I always get in trouble because I'm such a bad kid. I think I'd see you in Principal Mitchell's
Oh
office.
my God. Do you think you're a bad kid?
I'm not here because I'm turning in the attendance sheets, but I am here to I'm also here because I got sent here because I got in a little bit of
Are you that girl who turned in Tony Schmidt because he had beer in his locker?
He didn't just have beer in his locker. He drank beer in his locker. He locked himself in his locker. And I
Why do you even care? Like, why
because
do you
I
care
have a
what
locker
you do?
next to him.
You're not even friends. And you would really do yourself a favor not to, like, alienate yourself from him and everyone who's cool.
We're kind of friends. He knows who I am.
Oh, he does? He does? Yeah, like, okay, like, if I texted him a picture of you, you think he would know you were? Because we can test this shit out right now from the front.
All right, let's take a picture of us together.
Not together. Somehow you get your rub your little hands on it and make it your background picture on Facebook.
Joke's on you, because my background picture on Facebook is me and my grandparents. No.
Stop talking. Not pleading your case with any success.
The only reason I turn him in is because you are not supposed to drink beer in school at all, especially not in your locker. I have a locker right next door. If he brings fumes through the vent, then I'm going to get secondhand.
Oh my God. You really think that, don't you? Don't you feel like a tuba or something?
No. It's a suit.
What is that?
The bassoon?
Yes.
It's only like the fourth coolest woodwind. And there's a lot of them.
More than four.
Can I ask you a question?
You just did.
I
Go
heard that,
ahead.
I heard that you and Travis went.
Why did you whisper all the way?
It's working.
All the way isn't even like the F word. Nobody cares. It's not swearing.
What
Say it out
people
loud.
to know?
It didn't happen, so there's nothing for him to know. Before you spread specious lies about people, you might want to think about what you say.
It didn't happen.
No. Let me tell you something about boys, because clearly you're not getting a lot of attention from them.
I do okay.
They like to lie about They like to lie about that shit. It makes them look cool.
I know.
Stop taking Besides which, we were supposed to take a picture of you, send it to our Schmitz, to have them be like, I don't know that bitch.
Do you really care that the whole school's saying that you went on a date or something?
No, I don't. Stop. Rewinding the bassoon. Don't pretend I'm not taking your picture, okay? No games on it or anything. What are you doing?
I'm pretending you're not taking it.
You're like,
I was looking away. I was just looking away.
I'm not painting your portrait, okay? Just sit there. Oh, that's okay.
No.
No, you didn't look. You didn't do any duck lips or profile or clothing.
Please don't forget to talk Schmidt and say something about it.
I'm not gonna say something mean about you. I'm just gonna let you know who this is. It was a test, remember? It was like a bet.
I don't want you to ask him.
Alright, fine.
He's not going to know who I am. And I've known who he was since third grade.
Oh God. This isn't gonna some kind of crush, is it?
No.
Okay, good. Just let me give you a tip. Don't turn the guy you have a crush on in for drinking beer in his life.
Precious Schmidt, he's not even cute. He's too tall, his shoulders are too broad, his eyes are too blue.
You protest too much. You think I'm dumb just because I'm pretty?
Yeah. Everybody thinks you're dumb, and not just because you're pretty, but because they think you're a slut and you never go to class and you make out with dudes who love the picture.
Two of those things are true.
Well, then how come you get to quote Shakespeare and stuff and people don't call you a nerd, but you wear headgear to school and play bassoon 6 months a year and all of a sudden?
I think you've answered your own question. Look, I know I'm being a super bitch to you, okay? There's a lot of pressure. It's not, everybody thinks it's like so glamorous and fun to be like free and popular and stuff. It's not. It's hard.
Are you seriously giving me the it's so hard to be free?
I just said shut up. I just couldn't hear one more word. Shut your god, dude. She looked at me all surprised. What did I say? Everything. You said everything. Stop saying anything. Shut up.
I don't even know why Troy wants to even have a girlfriend. I don't think he even really wants to have one. Because every time he tells me that he asks my opinion about something, and then I tell him my opinion about something, and I answer what I think he said he wants me to say, then the next thing he says is shut up. And it's not like I don't make sense when I talk, because everything I say makes sense up here, and by the time it comes down here, sometimes it doesn't make sense, but it's only because he won't listen to what I say. It makes sense perfectly when I talk to myself in my head.
You know, here's what I don't get about girls, right? It's like, you ask a question, you want to get ice cream? Something like that, right? It's just like, after this, do you want to get ice cream? Yes or no? It could be 15 minutes. She talked about origins of ice cream, and one time she embarrassed herself by dropping her ice cream, like her cousin's lactose fucking intolerant, and like, and everything sounds like a question all the time. I don't get it, man. It just, do you want it or not?
I mean, why ice cream though, you know? Like, why does he want to go for ice cream? Think about that, that is so weird. We weren't even talking about ice cream, we're at the movies. And when you're at the movies, what do you get? Cold? That's right, super cold. You get freezing in the movies because it's freezing. So you bring an extra jacket and you wrap up in it. When you're leaving there, you're totally freezing. And the last thing you think, oh, I'm gonna go eat something super cold. So the minute he was like, oh, the movie's done, let's go get ice cream, I knew what that meant. You like the girl with the ice cream.
So finally she's like, whoa, I tell you what I want, but you told me to shut up. I'm like, just say it. Okay, what's this like? What's my green? It's always a question. I'm like, okay, get in the car. We get in the car, we go to Tasty Freeze or whatever that place is called. So I'm like, okay, what kind of ice cream do you want? She's like, I'll order the ice cream. Alright. She like wouldn't let me within like 12 feet of the window. She said, I got it, and I'm gonna pay too. Great. Whatever you want. I don't know what her hang up was, but she was like, I don't know if she thought the place had a bomb in it or what. She wouldn't let me near that.
I got a little bit of news for Brandy Mark and we're some tasty freeze. I'm gonna order this ice cream cone and I'm gonna pay for it with my money and I'm gonna take it back to the car where my boyfriend Tyler is waiting and you're never gonna see him. See, sometimes it pays to think.
So then she shows back up the car, and she's only got one ice cream cone. I'm like, babe, what? I don't like to share. She's like, I dropped one of them. I'm like, that's just like that dumb story you told, man. She's like, well, I kind of got into it with this girl that works with me. Randy? She's like, yeah. You know her name? I'm like, yeah, I used to know the girl.
Are you in line?
Yes.
Ah, the cute.
Alright, here.
Isn't that national pastime? Spruce. Taking the train this morning? Yes. Waiting for it. Buy a ticket for it. I'm going to buy one just after you.
Yes, you're behind me in the line. I want to work that out. You're very excited to ride the train, I must say.
So it's going to be so uncomfortable for you when you realize you don't remember me, do you?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't really look. I was.
That's all the tickets. It's Harriet.
I still don't. What?
Harriet.
Harriet.
Watson. Harriet Watson.
Lovely name.
Yes. We were best friends in high school. All 4 years, actually.
Do you have a nickname?
Harriet, everyone did. Yes. I remember, as a matter of fact, I remember, I'm trying to think of one of the quotes you said to me. Harriet, thank you for being my maid of honor in my wedding. That's one of the times you said I was an attendant in your wedding. I stood up in your wedding. The attendant, when you married Paul.
Right!
So picture you, and then picture Paul, and then picture the pastor, and then picture one other person standing there, and that was you.
I know you're hurt. I should be honest with you.
I hope this sentence is going to end with closed head injury.
Something like that.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, I was joking.
No, I had brain tumor. They took it out, but I lost a lot of my memory, so it's really nothing personal. I'm sure you're a wonderful best friend.
You had from your brain.
Yes, I did brain tumor. Yes.
I didn't hear anything about that. No one told me. No one from our class knows. None of our friends.
I don't know because I don't remember.
Right.
I would really like to tell everyone who would have cared about it, but I'm sort of at sea without memory or consciousness really for a lot of it.
This isn't. No, God, you're silly.
No, I do. I'm so sorry. Harriet,
No, it's all right. Believe me, my face is utterly red. I came upon you and I started talking about why don't you remember me and shaming you, and you had a brain tumor.
I did. My hair's all grown back.
That's awful. How awful. Did they get me here?
I hope so.
I hope so.
You know, something you want to reopen? Yeah, tracking your skull. How have you been?
I've been well. It's so strange. I'm standing over here with years and years of memories, an entire friendship. Oh, granted, we haven't seen each other in years. I'm
What
sorry.
happened anyway? We must have fallen out or something.
Yes, well,
That's a funny crowd.
I suppose as far as you're concerned, any number of things.
I did know I was married to Paul, but I also don't know how that ended.
Right. Well, I suppose you and I naturally drifted apart, and then perhaps right around the same time you and Paul naturally.
It's inconvenient. But I'm sure that's what happens. People grow apart all the time. It's too bad. You seem like you must have been a good friend to me.
We truly were the best of friends, and then you know how these things go. Perhaps there was one or two waffles along the way. And yet, here we are back together. So perhaps it's best if we forget the middle part altogether.
Dumb.
Fresh start.
Did we need a fresh start?
Well, I simply mean that because you don't remember, we might as well just have a fresh start. I mean, neither of us has Paul in our lives anymore, so we might as well just get back together. Recommence the friendship from this day forward.
Wait a tick. What do you mean you don't have Paul in your life?
No, I meant I don't have Paul in your life.
That's really not what you said.
But it's what I meant. No, I meant that neither of us has Paul in your life. That's not what I said at all.
Sorry, Harry.
No, don't apologize to me. I'm the most ferocious person on earth.
I tell you, no, I haven't been able to keep any friends. Obviously, I don't remember many friends. And it's just that my memory and my hearing, and I really want to make things right with you.
I really want to make things right with you. I was approaching you, a rather large lump in my throat and sweating palms, because quite frankly I was convinced you were going to turn around and cuff me across the chin. Yes, really.
I do think you need to tell me what it is you're not telling.
All right then. Let's sit on the platform. The train's not going to be coming for an hour, and neither of us want to take it. All right, where to sit? Remember Paul?
I have a wedding album and I've looked through it a bunch, but it still doesn't try everything out.
Well, many of us felt that the two of you were ill-suited from the beginning. I hope you know that.
Well, no, but it's good to try.
He was never good enough for you.
That's so sweet.
Thank you. And I felt he was so not good enough for you that I would alleviate you of him altogether.
Sounds like you threw yourself on a grenade for me or something. And yet not. Are you saying you had a relationship with my husband?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I was married to him.
Our affair was the reason your marriage ended, yes.
All the people who run into on a train.
That's what I thought when I walked upon you.
I'm also somewhat devoid of emotions. That's my tumor. I feel as though I should be sad or disappointed. I don't really cry anymore. I was partly did something that led to my tear dance. Like a wire, like a bomb wire. I'm cut. Now I can't cry anymore.
I know it would be horribly selfish and advantageous of me to try to convince you that I did you a favor, but I truly believe that I did.
I am not short on logic now, and I really think I'd like to not try to pursue any friendship. It does seem to be a litmus of your trustworthiness.
Yes.
But I do thank you for telling me.
No, and I thank you for not hitting me. and I'm sorry that things ended the way they did between us. And yet at the same time, I'm happy that you're rid of Paul, and I mean it. He wasn't worthy of you, and it was the worst mistake I ever made in my life.
What's he doing now?
I heard he's a brain surgeon.
I heard that if you try to drive in reverse too long, that your transmission will just fall out. Like something about the car's meant to go in one direction, and you can't reverse that for more than like a driveway, you know? So I don't do it. I hardly even back into spaces or out of them because like I don't want my car to be screwed up.
I'm gonna tell you kids something right now. This is Mr. Nelson's last summer as a driver's education. Not gonna have old Bill Nelson to kick around anymore. See, that's right. 6 weeks and I'm out of the program for good. These little assholes. You know, when I was a kid, we got in the car, we respected the beauty, the majesty of that machinery. You know, sure, it was a stick shift, and you had 7 pedals. All cars had 7 pedals when we were kids. You know, nowadays these kids come in, they've been playing their Grand Theft Auto and their Who's-Who What's-Its and their Mario Kart parties. They come in, they think that every car they get in is going to just, you know, light up and beep, and then wings are going to sprout out of it, and it's going to fly off into the sky. That machines. And the ones that do, we do not have access in the Ferndale school system. Right now, but this little shit, this kid's gonna drive me crazy. They're trying to kill me on the way out, is what they're trying to do.
I really don't think Mr. Johnson is like okay to teach this class anymore. It's like, you know, for a while, like everything he said seemed really like believable, you know? And then like now, when he says stuff, I feel like he's kind of maybe trying to tell us the wrong thing on purpose because he's got like this weird form of old guy senioritis kind of thing. Like he's gonna be out of here, so he's gonna tell us a bunch of bullshit lies, and then we're gonna all die in fiery car.
Hey, it's assuming. I don't want these damn kids on the road, all right? So if I get them breaking laws in their first 90 days, you know, you get your license pulled that quickly. They're not giving it back to you for, 3 to 5 years, and I figure my work here is done. So what's wrong? What's wrong with bending a little logic here and there, Yeah. So I made some homemade signs, and I hung them up on 696. And I changed the speed limit or two to 125. I'm testing them though. I'm testing their reflexes. I'm making them stronger drivers. And I think I'm gonna separate the men from the boys is what I'm gonna do. Ladies, you're a whole different thing. I'm like girls in my car ever since that one issue. Skirt crept up and I was straightening it back down is what was happening.
So I'm like, he's like, look at the sign. I'm like, I don't think that's where speed signs go, like on the chain link fence over the highway. Yeah, they do. I'm like, I also don't think they're made out of styrofoam cups. He goes, yeah. Like a couple of the cups are falling out, but it still looks like 125. He goes, that's the speed. Get it on. So I'm like, I get up to 696, so it's like the Autobahn. I wasn't really going that much faster than anybody else. So I'm like a tempo, That's all I let us practice.
These kids, they think they know everything. What? You think you know everything? You're not even 16 goddamn years old yet. You don't know the laws. I know the laws. If I tell you the sirens on an ambulance are there to get you to race him, you listen to me. Because I'm Mr. Freaking Driver's Training Nelson. I've been doing this since 1994. All right? I think I've taught a kid or two how to drive.
So when so after the high-speed chase, it's like I did 125 and then chased an ambulance, beat him out of the cops came. So we're pulled over. The cop opens the window. And Mr. Nelson's like, I'm being kidnapped! Reaches up, pulls the student driver thing off, like he's covering the evidence when we just got chased 14 miles by a cop. This kid kidnapped me, look! And he got his old scar from an appendectomy, so he stabbed me.
I'll tell you something. You do not go through a false accusation with some 15-year-old girl without learning a thing or two. Well, Nelson can make up some lies for attention too. I'm being kidnapped. Help me! The youth of America's trying to kill me. I got 6 weeks left. I'm a loose goddamn cannon. I'm gonna kill one of these kids and be happy to go to jail for the rest of my goddamn life.
Like, what's this? I'm like, I'm trying to quit smoking, that's tobacco. He's like, bullshit. So then Mr. Nelson gets out of his car, and he pulls this flask out of his pocket, he opens it up, he shakes all this whiskey all over me, like this, he's been drinking.
And there seems to be some new details to this breaking story. This is one of the most incredible things we've seen. We are in hour 3 of the standoff that's happening outside of the mayor's mansion.
That's right, Haley. You know, we wanted to go on the scene, but unfortunately it's so chaotic down there that Tip Darkerson isn't able to come in through to us right now.
That's right. Tip has been, if you're just tuning in, Tip has been unavailable to us for the past 47 minutes now. So yes, Allison and I have been filling in, doing some color commentary, if you will. We're left to our own devices, we're left to just fill with supposition of what could be happening out there at the mayor's mansion. We've got a live feed but no sound. We're able to see what's happening, and we're just trying to paraphrase it for you viewers and
We've been doing some video description, as well as some filler.
That's right.
Apparently, what started as if you're just joining us, was a small hostage situation that erupted when the media crews arrived and the hostage takers took them as additional.
The first people taken was our cameraman, Bill Witherspoon. So Bill, if you can hear us right now, holy shit. At the mayor's mansion being held hostage right now. This is an extraordinary circumstances. So
Interesting color commentary on Bill. His wife is expecting twins.
That's right, Allison. You're right. Bill's wife is in the hospital as we speak. She's in hour 16 of labor. To their twin children, their first children at any moment, and probably rather anxious to hear whether or not her husband is ever alive.
We have been trying to get as much information out to you, the viewing public, and his delivering wife, but information has been not very forthcoming.
That's right. It seems as though the gunman also took 4 other television station reporters and camera crews hostage at the mansion, along with some Girl Scouts who were selling cookies. And we don't have confirmation on this yet, but we also heard that a traveling circus was wandering down the streets.
Not as one would think of a Ringling Brothers, or more of a regional travel.
They must be if they travel on foot.
Yes.